Could be 3.
Yeah, maybe 3. 2. 1.
Over and up.
Oh, wow. Sorry, Ryan.
That was definitely a sweep, not a kick.
Why? You want a confirmation?
Yeah. Probably not good name. I should have victory. Sure.
Let's play it on. If you're close enough, okay. Yeah, I want to help them. How do you feel on it? Yep, go! Go! I love it to see you get there.
What was that?
Well, that's hard to hold things with people.
Got more. Oh, good.
Just waiting.
Good shot.
a house. Back house. All right, got a girl left. That should be good.
No, that was under 4. It's like I'm green. That's what he
A little heavy, back out.
Back out.
Like maybe through. Could be.
The curl is much. T-line. T plus.
Just a tiny bit.
Faster. Back eight. Oh, it's curling. It's heavy. Actually, it could be worse.
Like under with this one? Are you still like under?
Same thing he just did.
Hard line!
Hard guy line.
Hard line! Hard line! Fighter, fight! Fighter, fighter! Congrats on under! Mark! Snap! Lighter than the last one. Okay, then go! Pat! Now we go!
Yeah, just clean. Top house, top 12.
Looks like it's got flooding.
For sure. We're both getting the same thing. In, wait, what's the team? Team? Top 4? Yeah, goes. Yep.
You can go a little early for line.
You're heavy. You got lots of them. Start! I was just inside. Yeah, but
I think it's narrow.
everybody. Patrick Finn joining you here from Bucks County Curling Club with Jeff Tenali, the man that just took me out in the B semifinals. So trying to show a little good sportsmanship with curling, hanging with Jeff.
Sorry, man.
I know you're not sorry, and I'm all right with it. So right now we are watching a little Bucks Home, Bucks Crime going on in the A semifinals over here on sheet C. Ryan Hooker, everybody's favorite tank top wearing, crab walking curler, currently throwing vice. Usual vice from Mark is Ben Hallman, but apparently he has a little tummy ache. So hopefully, Ben, you're watching this. We're hoping you're able to make it here tomorrow and feeling a little bit better after some rest. Tim Major is filling in as the lead on the team with the hat backwards. And we got Bobby B is their second throwing. Over, we got the Jaegers and the Berzies playing against them. Both these teams have pretty much been on fire in the games that they have played, especially the Jaegers. Julie Jaeger has been making some ridiculous shots if you've been watching any of the matches that she's been in. So this should be a treat right now between two teams that have really been playing well this weekend here at the Any Given Sunday 5 and Under. Got Jim Fannin, our excellent event coordinator, who somehow let Jeff and I have access to this because we were bored. So we appreciate that.
He's making a huge mistake.
Absolutely. We were told no profanity, and outside of that, we weren't really given much other instruction to actually act like we might know something about curling.
No profanity?
No profanity. Again, if you watch their match, I mean, Jeff knows something about curling. I don't know if I do after a few of the things. So taking a peek at what we got here, so we are kind of a little diagonal from it. So right now, we got Mark appears to be, as we're looking at this, sitting two. So we've got, with the Jaegers and Berzies, 3-4. So Rachel Bersey right now is the vice. Julie Jaeger is the skip. And you got the husbands as the front end, which I absolutely love, Jeff, that we've got the women running the back of the house with the men up front. And it looks like Rachel just threw an excellent double to be able to open that up. I also want to give a shout out. You know, Rachel is actually going to be the vice at the Childs for my wife. So I love seeing her making those shots because, as you know, when the vice makes the shot, our life as skip is so much easier.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's face it. If Ken is listening to this at the Cool Duck, he did nothing. Jeff and I played together at the Cool Duck. Jeff was actually lead, which I don't know how we pulled that off. And Ken Finkelstein, who many may know if you do curling, because Ken is at, I think if there's a Bonspiel, Ken is there, pretty much. Somehow he recorded us together, and I was his vice, and I think Jeff will back me up that, you know, Jeff set up everything, and I basically cleared the table that Ken really didn't have to do too much for us to be able to do well.
Ken threw a few guards.
He threw a few guards. You know, maybe he had a draw with backing here or there, but, you know. So now it looks like Mark, what does he got here? He's still sitting one. It looks like he might be coming down as...
I think he's going to hit the one in the back and sit three.
He's given his patented double lining up. Here we go. Oh, he's coming out. Yeah, definitely looking to take this out and sit two. Looks a little out there. I'm hearing a woo. I don't think that this is wide, and on this sheet, it is not going to come back. He might get a little tick.
Yeah,
this might be the excuse. Oh.
No.
Well, obviously, he got the rock out, which he'll take, but he would have rather have been sitting two. Wayne Anderson, our ice guru, has been here religiously for, I think, since Wednesday. Even us Bucks teams, pretty much, usually we have a nice advantage on our ice. Wayne has been working it hard. As you may know, we have a few. Wayne's daughters are going to be playing in the U.S. National Championships, as well as Scott Dunham and Cody Klauser. They, while out of Philadelphia, they also they play here a lot, and they're going to be practicing here. So Wayne has basically been looking to prepare the ice to be similar conditions to what they're going to be seeing in a little under 2 weeks. American Dream, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Curling in a
New
mall.
York City.
Yeah, curling in a mall.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got tickets. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but I'm going to go to a mall and I'm going to watch the curling championships.
Nice.
Are you going to? That's a little far for you coming from the Finger Lakes.
Not bad though, but no, I don't have any plans to go. I'll watch it. TV.
Well, I'll be there with a big sign like "I love Jeff Tenali" after you. You know, Jeff Tenali's my daddy. After what happened. I still am. I'm
I
still
think
impressed.
he'll be over it by then. I feel like.
I mean, I feel like you and Ryan Hooker should be out there because I mean, you with the shorts and shorts of Skip. You got Hooker out here.
Yeah, there's a
Excellent low weight hit. Sitting 2. Mark's got a double opportunity here, and he's definitely looking at it. He hits this right. He takes them both out. That's probably one they would have liked to have had it roll just a little, not quite on nose. But you know what, Jeff? We are 5 and under curlers. Primary objective is to hit, so we're happy. Now, I think you're on this sheet tomorrow, Jeff, so you should probably be taking some notes. He's going inside out. Inside out on B and D. I mean, I'm sorry, B and C. This is going to have a fair amount of action. So he's going to have to be putting a reasonable amount of weight on this, or we're going to be watching Tim and Bobby sweeping their you-know-whats off to try to hold this. You know, this ice is not straight, even at a higher weight when you go inside out like this. So this is interesting to see how much Mark puts on this and how much trust.
That's not enough.
They're going to be on this right away. I do not. They are going to look at how far this is going to swing.
Still might get 2.
He is going to get the outside one. I don't think he's going to get the inside.
Nope, I think you're right.
And he's going to roll off. So now we're going to just be left with essentially an open draw for 2, which really sounds easy unless, I don't know, you're playing in the B semifinals with an opportunity to win the game, and all you got to do is draw to almost the 12-foot. I mean, that sounds really easy, right? Jeff with a brilliant move of leaving me that draw and watching me throw hack weight, a beautiful hack weight shot right through. But everyone was entertained.
Got to play 9.
Exactly.
Free curling.
And yes, we are playing extra ends if we are tied after 8 here at the Any Given Sunday, 5 and under. I've been watching Julie play, and let me tell you, I'm going to be shocked if she doesn't hit this draw. I probably just jinxed her on that. Almost over. Ben Hallman with the comments, almost over the stomach thing. Well, I hope so, because Tim Major's not available. These guys have to play as 3-handed, or they're going to have to find somebody in the sub pool for you. So, Ben, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. I think Mark is done with Ryan as his vice. Oh, did they record these? Is Ryan going to hear this?
He'll never hear it.
Oh, he'll never. Ben might tell him. Yeah, you can see Ryan. Yeah, get Ryan back to his usual spot at second. But like I said, Julie, I've watched a couple of her games, and she has had draw weight dialed in. She's made some incredible angle raises. We might even have another guest here. Oh, I think I see some alcohol. We don't have many beers available.
Doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, let's come on in. We got Tom Monahan. Oh, is it going to sit, Ubu?
Going to the back line.
Oh, man. I have to admit, I totally jinxed Julie on that. I said I hadn't seen her miss a draw, and then she basically she threw basically the draw I threw against Jeff in the 8th end for the win.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Almost.
That Tom is my vice and team leader for us just basically was like very nice about it. Oh, that's all right. I was like, no, it's not all right. So what do you got there? A little bourbon there, Tom?
Yeah, little Blanton's, believe it or not. A wonderful
I'm just wondering why.
collection from our boy Bourbon. What's his name?
I see a horse on top of that.
Yes.
That's like fancy stuff.
This is probably one of the hardest bourbons in the country to get today. Is
Really?
Blanton. It is.
And how did I know you would have it?
Well, I did not. Someone else brought it for me, and being the cheap bastard that I am, I can take advantage of this all day long.
I just checked with the censors. Bastard is okay.
Bastard is not one of the 7
Bastard
words
is
that
okay.
can be used. Exactly right. And we're on YouTube.
Yes.
So
And we got
I don't
word
know
that
if there
Ben
is any
Hallman
censorship
feeling
there.
a little better. Here's Vinny Bursey, Rachel's husband, who's the vice, with looks like a really nice 3-guard that he's putting right out there on the center line.
yeah, right on the center line.
We're not playing the tick rule, so I doubt Mark is going to look to play for a tick, but just some of these spiels do play the tick rule, some don't. We are not playing it because we are just not that good.
He's playing
They
the hit
tend to
game
be less
now.
frequent in 5
Yes.
and under
Yes.
game. Bonspiels for sure.
What was that? We were at the Cool Duck and they played the tick rule and it 0 times came into play.
Exactly. Nobody thought about it.
Nobody thought about it. Nobody came near it because we are just not that good.
Well, that's the thing. It's always in these types of spiels. It's always accidental when you knock one off
Yeah,
the center.
it's not from effort. Like you just, oh, wow. Tim Major with a corner guard. A little tight over there. Not a bad spot. So I'm just wondering why Jeff and I, with this excellent, really rare bourbon, it's only Tom that has it. Jeff, did you notice that we are without?
I have noticed that.
Would you like some?
I mean, if it's really that excellent, but what are we going to do? I mean, if I can't put it on the camera, but I'm pretty sure that's an empty bottle.
I bet you I can eye droplet out of that.
I bet you.
And if not, you can snort it.
Snort it? Oh, really?
That's doing bong hits of bourbon. Right?
We- Vinny throwing, it looks like it's going to be a center guard, maybe a slight little tap here, but we're going to have double center guard. Little tap. Mark's going to look to come over in the corner, look to try to set up at least a deuce for himself this end. I mean, pretty much this is going to be a game after watching these. Somebody's going to have to manufacture something, or we're going to have to see a mistake. They've all been really solid as a team with where they've been putting it, and as we've discussed, 5 and under curlers, and most curling, just not 5 and under. It's not necessarily your makes. It's, you know, how bad are your misses. And these, while these guys haven't been making everything, their misses have been pretty solid. Right now, it appears that Tim came out of the sub pool and is actually playing for the Jaegers rather than for Mark, because he just threw an excellent double tap. And it
and got
appears,
a biter.
and now they have a biter. So apparently, Tim did not get the message that he is subbing for Mark's team, not Julie's team. So we might want to, Tom, but it might be your job that you have to go out and
let him know who he's playing
let
for.
him know that. Absolutely. Or we can send Jeff out, because nobody knows Jeff.
Yeah.
We'd like the Finger Lakes guy, like, hey, you. This is Dave Yeager, Julie's husband, throwing second. Yeager's everybody's favorite couple.
Trying to draw one in behind there, but that
Dave,
looks like it
just-
might be a
no,
little narrow.
no,
It's looking narrow, but he's got the tap on the one in the back. So I think they're going to be going. They're looking like they're playing for it. Hopefully Dave's got enough weight, and I think
Nice.
nice little tap.
He did.
Now, you got to be careful. You don't want to. Looks like it's covered just enough. There is,
I think they're showing half.
Turned out that
but there is enough swing in this ice that he can get it. And if not, I think Mark would be fine if it got the guard. Mark is looking. He's feeling it. He's thinking double. Double run back.
Yep.
I'm
he
not
does
that
play
good,
the
Jeff.
Conservative game, but that's Mark. Right?
He would have you throw this too, dude. He absolutely would.
Well, I will say, Mark, in a couple of weeks, he is actually going to be playing at the Kaiser, and Mark will be my skip
And I'd like
because
to-
I will be rightfully demoted to second after my performance today.
And I have to thank Bourbon Bobby there, who's making this shot.
Yeah, Bourbon Bob, you guys. there you go.
This is his Blantons that I'm enjoying anyway.
Oh, so we are
I
drinking-
am wishing him a very good shot here, and he's going for the double. So let's make it happen.
They got to sweep this. They're going to have to sweep this. This is going to come back over. I hope they didn't get on this too late.
I think it's going to be good.
They're going to get over. I think they got on.
Okay. Open it up.
Opened it up a little bit, but she puts a guard over top of that. Can't cover on both, but the one that you want sitting further away, the one counting second, they're going to like that.
And a tap up here would be pretty nice as well.
This is one of those where a lot of good options here. If you can put the guard over it, like you said, Jeff. If you're a little heavy, you get a little tap under cover. I don't like to second guess my skip at the Kaiser, but with all due respect, I'm going to do the with all due respect.
That
But
allows
with
you to say
all-
whatever you
can
want to
say.
say.
Whatever. You know, I'm going to do my Talladega Nights, but with all due respect,
Or no offense, but
I think I might have gone, and you can tell me what you think there, Jeff. I think I might have gone the other way and actually tried to go for that rock that was in the house and take it out and possibly
Yep.
roll under those corner guards.
Yeah,
And if
I
I'm a
agree.
little narrow, then we peel the guard. You know,
Yep.
you kind of have two ways to be successful. That said,
they caught a break. Jaeger
They
went
ca-
deep.
they did
Jaeger
catch a
went
break.
deep through the house.
He's going to be doing dishes after that one, let me tell you.
Oh, he's going to hear it.
Oh, man. I don't mess with Julie. I tell you what, she is the sweetest person off the ice, but man, let me tell you. Same with Mary Fannin, by the way, if you're watching on A. Looking pretty good. They're going to
Yeah,
have to sweep this. This is going to, and again, Jeff, I think you're on this sheet tomorrow. You just watch. As soon as it crosses this center line, it's going to go. But it looks like they have swept it right into that
That's
pocket.
pretty good. Yep.
That's
And
a pretty
gets
good
the
shot.
double.
He didn't quite get that blue out. It's undercover and exposed.
Although I think they're sitting one on that, though, right?
They are
He
sitting
outshot-
one.
Okay.
They've definitely gotten themselves out of a jam. What do you got? Well, Lori A. Neal, Patrick Finn, how you doing? Doing the announcing. We got Tom Monahan, the Pretzel King, sitting to my left. And we got Jeff Tenali from Finger Lakes Club, the man also known as my daddy after, actually we had a great game that won extra ends. He's going to be in the B finals tomorrow.
Who's your daddy there, Patrick?
Jeff Tenali, after he played a great game. His whole team, well-deserved being in the B final, that's for sure. It was a lot of fun playing that game. And we were just being good hosts, Tom, because he traveled so far for him to come here, and we wanted him to have that chance to play on Sunday.
I appreciate
Yes.
that. Yep.
We really don't want him to have to pay for an extra Airbnb night, and
For nothing.
Yeah.
That's just not nice.
we're good hosts.
You guys
So-
are the best.
Yeah, we try to be. So effectively, they've got the house split after that really nice hit and roll out wide. Looks like Mark is trying to get one undercover. Here comes Ryan. Let's see if we get the crab walk. He's not really. He's just going to sit and watch. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get the hooker crab walk. Have you seen the hooker crab walk?
I think I have, but it's
See,
early yet. We're only in the third end.
But this looks like
There. Oh, he
it's a
tried to
little
make it.
tight. I think we might be
looking
on that
really good,
road.
though.
They can get it by.
It's a beauty.
Oh, that's
That's
a
great
nice
shot.
shot.
That's fantastic.
You know what?
Mr. Hooker, well done.
And I tell you what, let's give Bobby and Tim.
Undercover on the
Bobby
tee.
and Tim
Just in
hammered
front.
that one.
Yeah, they did.
What a great
Great
sweep.
sweep.
Absolutely.
Got it past that. That's beautiful.
Uh-oh. What is Jim saying? What was that?
Okay, for those of you who have raffle tickets, they
Ah.
will be being
Raffle
pulled
is
soon.
on.
We have raffle
For
going
those
on.
of you at home, there is many a gifts to be gotten here.
So we might have to have somebody paying attention. But let me tell you, Rachel, I think she might have this. Just a
flashed
hair
it.
off. She was just a
Just.
hair heavy. I mean, there is a lot of action inside out. That shot is definitely there. But now Mark is kind of getting a little reprieve. So now here's the thing. I'm going to ask Jeff this one.
Yeah. What do you think?
Would you go for the draw, or would you go for that hit and roll off of the one out there?
That's a good question. How much can he see?
Well, I'm looking at the one hanging over here. I mean, he's looking to draw in. He's got a lot of trust.
Oh.
Ryan just threw T-weight pretty
So
much
he's looking
perfectly.
he's looking to freeze on the left there.
He's looking. I think he's looking to just go right and split the house and sit two. He could also do it by going for a hit on that blue that's out there.
I don't mind the draw.
You got tickets, Jeff?
I do.
Did you put your names on it?
I did. But
Good.
I have them too.
You got them too. Are you a stamp guy, or do you fill it all out by hand?
I fill it all out by hand. I would love to have a stamp. I think that's a great idea, but I don't have one.
I know Tom doesn't have a stamp because I borrowed his pen.
Yeah. My hand is
I
still
feel like
cramped
it-
from that.
I'm just glad that my name doesn't have that many letters, you know, and thin. And let me tell you what, Ryan Hooker dialing
Ryan.
up the weight.
That's
Really nice spot.
So nice to have put that right in and phrasing off of that.
So this is going to put the pressure on. Now they have that chance. It looks like Julie is looking to try to come over. She's not giving a lot of broom. I think she's still trying to pick that one out. She's not looking to freeze to it. Yeah, that broom is not for a draw. Up. I'm trying to listen to our ice mic here. See if we can pick anything up. They're doing the Bill Belichick. They're not leaving us any information. Julie's talking soft. All right. All these people out on the ice are winning raffle tickets. It's kind of annoying. Have you ever won a raffle?
Never.
How about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I've definitely
Are
wanted
you?
to.
I'm an offer in raffles, man.
It's just a.
I might as well
it's
just do
for
it
the
as a
good
club
cause.
donation.
That's exactly what it is.
I should just club donate. I mean, I went 0-4 in the football game, but the Ravens won, so I'm happy. Well,
I have a tendency to feed like one that I really like and try and get like a
Oh,
bunch of
so
tickets
all
in
50 of your
there.
tickets are in one
Yeah,
thing
not,
in there?
Not
Well,
this particular one, but I have.
There
done that
was
in the
one with a
past.
lot of wine, and I know wine makes my wife happy.
There you go.
So I definitely threw Sam there. All right, so it looks like she's going. I don't know about this.
I don't know.
I think they should be sweeping this.
They're
That
trying to get
Because it's
the
just gonna
narrow,
go.
right?
Yeah, it's gonna just go as it comes off this center line. I think they got on this a little late,
Just gonna get a rub off the blue
but
one.
they might, yep, it's gonna be on the blue. They got on it just a hair late. And now Mark really has something cooking here. He can come in and sit 3. He could go for a hit if he can get on the right side, and Mark definitely has the ability. Excellent skip, has been to the Dykes finals the last 2 years. One of the reasons why I'm more than happy to be his second at the Kaiser. But he has got an opportunity now to really put the screws here to Julie. Now that said, I have seen Julie make some excellent raises, so I'm sure he's got some concern. It looks like he might be contemplating a guard.
I think so.
But the downside, though, Jeff, is he puts that guard up. Julie can also use that guard.
Exactly.
And there
right.
is plenty of room for her to get behind it. So,
You can't
Yeah,
guard
I-
both
I'm
the tap
think-
and the draw, so.
Ben, I think Mark is missing you right now. What? Oh, Ken Finkelstein, who did not want to be on the mic, is going to be heading out.
I'll do the mic next time.
Next time we'll get him on here.
Yeah. You too, man.
So they are still talking about this. Ken, what would you do here? Mark, we're watching Mark. We realize right now we're like, he's really missing Ben right now. I think it looks like he's going to go for a draw. He's red. He's sitting 2.
Draw or the guard?
I think the guard is dangerous because Julie's had really good draw weight, even though she missed her last one. She can run the blue back, but if he gets underneath that just a hair, he could be sitting 3. What? Hey, I won something.
Hey,
hold on. All right, I'm gonna leave you with Tom and
We
Jeff.
got it.
All right.
Go collect your winnings. Hopefully it's that wine to make your wife happy. You know, happy wife, happy life.
It's a tough call. I don't.
He's still second guessing what this call is, it appears. Look at you, the family game pack. Look at this. The Finns will be having game night soon, thanks to a wonderful basket victory here by Patrick. Back to the ice as we go here. Mark is still trying to line this up. I don't know what his call is here still.
I left like
If it's
3.
for the draw or the guard.
We're definitely on pace for 7 ends with the clock at the way that they're throwing this. If my wife is listening, we won some games to be able to play. So Mark, I'll be sweeping this. This is narrow. I think he's going to get back onto the blue. Unless he's just throwing a guard.
Unless that's the guard, right?
But even if it's the guard, it's narrow, and it's going to over-curl on him.
That's what it is. He's trying to guard the red back is what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
but look at this.
It's
It's gonna-
cutting hard,
it's
though.
gonna
It may
cut
still leave it
hard.
exposed. No.
No, that's a good
He's
guard.
took away the run back, but she
Just off
she
the
has
center
the
line.
draw.
We're
Got a
good.
draw for one.
Yeah. So definitely going to put the guard. She's basically daring it. Basically, if Julie can hit this draw, Mark will be in a tough spot. But if she misses this, Mark has got a chance for at least, I don't think there's a way to 4, but he could definitely get 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see a way to 4, but in a game like this, getting more than 2 is going to be huge.
Absolutely.
Jeff's taking notes right now on the broom. All right. Everyone's quiet. And she's off. That looks hot.
That's strong.
I
I think she's going for the tap of that red, a little hit
I
roll.
think she's hit rolling.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what? After that last minute, but now that's a little
that's
wide.
wide.
Uh-oh.
It's wide, but
It
she
may sit
she'll
there.
get it.
I don't know.
She's still. What a great roll.
She got that.
That seemed
I
to
tell you
defy physics, didn't it? It's
Now Mark can see that and come in and hit.
He's got to hit
sit.
for 3.
Hit for 3. Now, Joe Sorka, that was not the planned shot over there, was it on C? Hey, Joe has no idea. Joe's just happy.
He's got his
Got a lot
wife as
of
a
tickets.
designated driver here to
Yeah,
get him home, so he's just happy as a clam.
Absolutely. So, looking at that broom, I'm going to guess that Mark is looking to throw a bumper out where that is. That's a little bit too wide for control. Shots with the weight do tend to run and hang a little on the forefoot on this sheet, and then you will get the action once it scrubs a little weight and comes down off of that. But it'll run for a little while. But once it comes off that forefoot, it'll definitely dive back in pretty well for you, even at bumper. It's a pretty safe one. As long as you get some of this, even just half, you should be pretty good. I'd be sweeping that. I'd be
Ooh,
sweeping
he's looking
that.
a little narrow.
It is narrow. Oh, come on. Let's see just how good
Gotta
Tim
get
and
past-
Bobby are. Hit that hard.
It's looking good.
Are we
getting
I
past that
don't
high
know.
guard?
We got to get by that guard.
And it did.
Let me tell you what.
Oh, but not the second one.
Ooh, hits the second one.
Well, they're still going to, it looks like they definitely won. I don't
they
know.
got one.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Vices are going to do their negotiating here. We might have a measure. I think, yeah, no,
Oh,
they
nope.
agree. I think you're right. We only got one. That's,
Yep.
that,
It keeps it close.
take care, Ken.
Ken, have a
Ken.
wonderful evening.
That's going to be a tough one. I mean, Jeff, those are ones.
Yeah, where you think back later
When you're
that
in a
you
tight
just gave
game.
up.
Yep. Missed opportunities.
You know, I think that was a little bit of like a tennis neck guard, excuse me, roll. I do not think that was the actual roll that Julie called for.
No, you're absolutely right. That was a
Yeah,
plan
the most
B.
insincere apology in sport is in tennis when they hit a neck cord and they're like, sorry, didn't mean to win that because of it. But that said, it was still out there from Mark. I mean, I like the fact that he was going a little, that weight to limit any possibility for roll, but they needed to almost get out of that out of his hand.
Yep. Tim delivering a high center guard here. No, it's coming all the way down.
Let me tell you, they were not floating like this on sheet D for us.
no.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
they were digging in. So definitely got a little bit more action there at the end.
Actually, in our second game, the first game we played on D today, we were getting that glide a little bit. Things were running a little bit more. So
Interesting.
not so much after the midday scrape.
I had no idea some of the speed sometimes is evidenced by my shots. Got Vinny Bursey throwing lead. This one's it's looking like a little corner guard. I think they might want to sweep this
Man,
just
this
a
seems
little
a
bit.
little light here.
I would, but again, we just saw the glide a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I think it's gonna run.
Get
just where
down
they
to
want
3,
it.
maybe?
I mean, Dave Yeager's never been known to disagree with Julie on the ice. It looked
Probably at home, neither. So.
No. I think one of my highlights when Jeff and I were at the Cool Duck this year is the winner of the duck suit was
Oh,
Dave Yeager.
Yes, indeed. He looked
And
so good in that thing.
I do not know if it was fully meant to be in a man. Look, Jeff is a tall guy. I mean, Dave Yeager's a tall guy.
Yeah.
So it was definitely an interesting look on a man with a little. I was like, wow. But you know what? I give him credit. He wore it and he enjoyed it. He owned it. He was the perfect man to have won the duck suit.
How do you win the duck suit?
You actually put in your raffle tickets
it's a
like we
raffle
did,
award, yeah.
and
It
then
is
if you,
one you choose to
Exactly.
win.
you choose to take the money that you spent on a raffle and actually say, if I win this,
I'm gonna wear this suit.
as well as what
That's-
was
And he lived it.
I
the
love
really
that.
awful alcohol? I forget what was the.
Malort.
Oh my, yeah, Malort.
Oh, no.
Yes, and it was
And
like
people put tickets
people
on purpose to win
and
this.
celebrated it and drank it like it was like
Like it was champagne.
yes.
It is not.
It is not, no. I was very. I'll take a shot here and there for the sake of the team.
Yeah,
but
we
that's an easy one for me to say, like, I don't
Yep.
drink.
Vinny's second shot coming down here, going to crash high in the high guards.
I'm gonna splay
Maybe
him out
block
a little.
off to the forefoot.
So now we got a little bit of an interesting setup here. I mean, Mark.
Mark must be enjoying how blocked up the center is.
Oh. Mark definitely does not mind having some rocks in play with the guards.
And it's always got to be the jeans. Mark's the only man I know with
Well,
curls and jeans.
I'll let you know a secret.
Yes.
Those are not jeans.
What do you mean they're not
They
jeans?
are
They are
not
denim.
jeans. They are not denim.
What? Look at the way they stretch.
No, they are like those like thingies that like look like jeans, but they stretch. I think you can get 2 for
Wow.
$19.99 right now if you for a limited time offer.
So they're not
if you right at this moment.
So they're not the Lululemon $300
no,
pair?
No, they're not.
Okay.
But I think if you order now, not only are we going to get you a second set for free for the cost of shipping and handling, but we can also get you a gray T-shirt.
Okay. Delivery here
Yes.
from Bourbon Bobby, maybe a little deep behind the line. Yeah, you're going to try and sweep this out. It may stay. Nope. No way it
man,
goes.
let me tell you, they are definitely, this sheet is gliding. They're not digging in. Though we played on B earlier, and we similar thing where it was definitely gliding. There wasn't as much when they got to the house where you got that little bit where it kind of caught and stuck for you. All right, so now opportunity for the Jaeger combo here. Dave to wife Julie to be able to draw one in.
So Dave always just goes by Jaeger. Even Julie.
Yeah,
calls
it's just
it
Jaeger. Yeah, that's the best part.
Perfect.
Okay, that's the best part is he just goes, it's Jaeger.
Meister?
Just Jaeger.
Oh man.
You got to sweep that, Vin.
More junk
Oh,
in the
my
center.
gosh.
Come on, Vin.
And if you
You
know
gave up on that early.
and if you know the Bursies, that was all Vinny's fault.
Oh, 100%. Just ask her.
Oh man. I tell you what, the Bursies are two of the best people like to be able to curl with. Absolutely awesome. Again, excited my wife will be curling with Rachel at the Childs.
Is your wife skipping them, Susan?
My wife, yep.
Nice.
And I'll allow her to remain anonymous because she has a different last name than me because I think it's by choice and probably a good idea. She has plausible deniability, which is a great way to live your life when you're associated with me. So, Mark going to try to get one in. This is actually not a bad setup.
It's an interesting draw here.
It's almost like first one in the house. Great
With
opportunity.
those 5 guards, it just kind of squeeze it in there.
Yeah, if he could get something in here. Though I will say they do have that blue sitting out there as a nice thing to be able to promote. All right, here they come. Here comes the action. Get it by that.
Get by that inside guard. Just taps 2 guards. Blue does not
Man.
get the biter, so we're still sitting there with 6 guards out in front of the house on this. A lot of stones in play.
That it really, when it does break, it breaks hard late. It's tough to get that exact spot.
Yeah. You
Not gonna
hesitate
fault
and
them.
start late, you're not getting it back. You've 2
Yeah.
gone.
A second or two earlier, and they could have gotten it by that. But then, I get it. It's floating out there, and it looks like it's coming towards the blue. But Mark has effectively blocked practically everything, so they're looking to just be able to promote something here. This looks like a lot of weight.
It seems wide and hot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, even if he hits this, I feel like it's going to roll
Sweeping it,
through.
though.
They're sweeping
They're
it, try and
sweeping
keep it
it.
on line so maybe it gets a
But-
chip to send that to the
It's
center.
going to be
Well,
nice.
That's
look at
exactly
that.
what happened.
I think he just won his way back into the house with that shot.
Wow.
She's going to give him a ride home. Yep, Julie with the, yeah, that's what I called, look.
Yeah.
That's absolutely my call. So,
But that leaves the takeout here, right?
Well-
or sitting on it, actually, is probably what he's going to do. No.
he can either try to
Gonna
come out there,
try
but that's
to.
tough.
And use
because
that
if
as backing.
The risk is if you come in a little narrow, you're coming in on a blue, and you could end up making them sit 2. I like this. I like coming down this side.
He's
Try
going
to
to try and raise his
the
red.
same
Try to
angle
raise
raise.
that
Yep.
rab. Exactly. Ryan threw some really nice weight last end. Yeah, this is going to, and Mark just saw this line. He saw the break. It's always nice when you've got that. The Ryan Hooker pregame routine. We'll be back in 30 seconds when he delivers his shot. Still getting ready.
The only man on the ice in a tank top.
Always. It's out there a little bit.
That seems a little
They're
wide.
No. They're getting on it. It's going to
Okay.
come back. It's going to come back. They got to hit this.
Weight's down, so he's
Weight's
gotta,
down.
Weight's down. You got to get some
Weight's
weight on it.
down.
Got to go. Got to go. Got to
But
go.
I think they're going to get
I think
something.
they're going to raise it for sure.
Get enough of a glide.
fantastic.
Get enough
Go,
of a
go,
glide.
go, 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 go. Right.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Almost
Oh
to the
my God,
perfect
you-
button. Ryan with an
Oh.
amazing
That
shot
was-
there
that
and
was
good
a terrific,
sweep.
That was a terrific
Guys,
to keep
guys,
that
shot.
momentum.
Best
Hey,
team shot
hey.
right there.
Hooker doesn't need anything to help his ego. That was a great call by Mark and an excellent sweep by Tim and Bobby. And Ryan just happened to throw a rock that they helped out.
Oh,
No,
my
really
goodness.
nice shot by that was a great team shot right there.
It really was.
You know, people sometimes just, and Jeff, I think all of us can attest to this. And that was actually what was fun about our game. To be clear, there were a lot of great team shots. Seeing that release, as Tom was mentioning, that was ended up being a little light. Those guys sweeping to get the momentum onto that. Mark is obviously a skip having to call that line to let him know, watching the angles to put it in that spot.
Rachel to bust this wide open.
Julie's holding him off. I don't know if he called Dave, a.k.a. Yeager, onto it. But look at this.
Okay.
And
Okay. Opened it up in the
opened
middle.
it up. It
And
rolled
gets that out.
a little unfortunate with it rolling over top of her, sitting in back.
Yeah, it's a bad break.
Mark going to throw up
He's
something
gonna
at the
throw
top
up
of
a
the house as a guard, right?
Yeah, he's going to be happy sitting one and making it difficult for her. You agree with this, Jeff? Is that the call you're making?
I think so.
Good. I'm taking notes, so next time I can beat you, I want to get this all on the record.
Yeah, consult back with this.
Oh, yeah.
Recording.
Mark's changing his
I know
mind.
Mark, yeah, he's going for the hit and roll here.
I don't know if I like this. Where's Ben Hallman? Is Ben Hallman on this? I mean, is this what you would be telling Mark to go for? We need you, Ben.
He's loving Ryan's weight calls right now, so
Yes.
he's thinking that's why he's going to go with it. Little hit and roll. And he's playing the aggressive play. He's trying to keep
He's flipping.
two in.
Yeah. I just feel if you miss this a little bit, you do open up an opportunity for her to get two. She can double. If he doesn't get this, they could chip. You put a guard up and make it a little bit difficult to get to that.
They're not sweeping on it,
Ooh,
so they're thinking it's heavy.
But here, it's a little heavy, especially with what we've seen in the house.
That may
These are
hit
just
that
not sticking around. You almost want
right on through.
This weight is like Mark's shoe right now, is where it's going to end up being pretty close to it after Julie sweeps it. Right there to Mark's shoe. So the weight call there, Tom, is Mark's shoe.
Mark's shoe.
Mark's shoe. So we'll call that shoe weight from here on out, Jeff.
All right.
We're going to create our own weight call
I
of
like
shoe
it.
weight between backline and hack is shoe. So now this is an opportunity for Rachel, and I actually saw her the other day make a excellent shot where she came inside out and was able to pick it up. But this one, I don't know. This one is going to
On
really
here.
go. This might
May
even get
narrow.
this is on the guard.
It
Yeah,
may
it's on
crash
the
the
guard.
guard.
It's
Although the guard may
definitely
hit a weird angle here. And
Yeah, might roll in.
Yeah.
But so that just ended up helping and throwing a little bit of a guard for Mark.
he's
So
going to
Jeff-
come down and
Yep,
sit on it.
That's
Yep.
the call.
Absolutely,
100%.
absolutely. And if you're a little light, you're fine with that. If you're a little heavy, no, come down to it. Like I said, Ben, where are you to talk Mark into this right decision? Just put this one.
Ben, if you're listening, we hope you're feeling well. We understand you got a stomach
Oh,
virus
Ben-
or stomach flu.
Is that
Is he online there with
Yep,
us?
Yep.
all right?
You sure it wasn't something you ate? Because I understand
He
that the Jaegers may have tried to poison
He
you.
didn't
so
hate
you
the
weren't
splitting
here.
the house idea until Ryan threw it through. So the shoe weight doesn't quite split the house. You're quite right. It's, Ben, we're just riffing here, man. I'm doing the best I can. We don't have Schmel. We don't have many beers, and we're,
Did see many beers earlier today, didn't
Yeah,
we?
you know what? I was actually hurt that many beers didn't heckle me. I felt like I wasn't worthy.
Well, the only reason
when
he
I
did
was out
because we're
there.
on D. We're too far away from
No, but we
even
were on
C.
B earlier, and he didn't nothing.
Because we crushed and won that game. Can't heckle that one.
Yeah, we did all right on that one. I would sweep this.
They're finally getting on it.
I'm a little nervous about how much it's going to come back if we're going to be around that guard. Jeff, you got an angle.
A rub off the blue isn't terrible, but I think they're fine.
Yeah, I think he's out
I think
there.
it's
Okay.
fine. I think it's
All right,
guard.
we are at
it's
a
on
di-
the 4 foot.
We
May
will-
get a
Stop
little
right
biter
now.
on it.
Stop right now. That's good.
Okay, that's
Yep.
good. Easy, fellas.
A little deeper than a biter on
But
it.
you know what?
Almost
That-
at the top of the 8 foot.
There is pretty much nothing. I mean, she's not going to be able to see enough of that rock to really run it back. Yeah, she's going to have to take that out. She's going to try to promote it over to the other side. It looks like little angle raise, which I don't hate, because if you do that, then you're taking it out of the way, even if you don't get the angle raise.
Right.
Tricky shot, though. Do you see anything else? What are you seeing? I'm going to throw that out to Tom, Jeff.
No, it's
I mean, she's in jail, kind of like we were against Jeff in the 7th end. You know, we got into jail against him, and then he took the screws to us.
She may blow that guard up front and try and push it back and
Which is not
get some things out of the way.
That's not bad. If she were to split blue-red and clear that out, make Mark throw another good guard, and then.
I don't hate the idea of trying to angle it back over into the other side, because then you're undercover on the. But the thing is Mark could go to it with the amount of swing in the ice and be able to bump that out. Really, and you got to really get that weight right and the angle right. But it does get it out of the way. Right now, she's just got to be thinking, I got to make a shot that's going to give me a chance at 1, because I don't know if they have much of a chance to get to 2, and Mark could stick 1 in there and actually be sitting 2. That said, Mark he's very patient. He is good with, taking the 1, understanding the momentum of the game, and being able to keep himself and his team, just keep scoring, keep putting the pressure on the other team to make shots.
They are very clearly going to play 7 ends at most.
Oh.
Yes. We are playing with the clock here, 95 minutes at the start, and when you
here we are at the 4th end with 28 minutes left.
Yes. So to be able to play 8, you have to have completed your 6th end. And by completion, I should say the skip has to have released the last rock, whoever had hammered. The hammer rock has to be released before that clock hits 0. So if I had just slowed things down a few seconds, I might have been able to play 7 against Jeff. But then, of course, I gave up 2 in the 7th anyway, so it wouldn't have worked. But, I'm a good sport. But but the biggest thing is I don't think anyone delays, but you do have to keep an eye on that, because now that does affect the strategy.
Yep.
We are playing 7. I mean, this is easy.
Every other sheet is well into the 6th, or 5th rather, 5th end.
But I will say this is not unexpected. We kind of knew that this was going to be.
This in-house rivalry was going to be methodical and well thought out on every shot, because it is a tight one. Here it comes.
But we all know that Ryan Hooker, he's not
They're
one
leaving it go. She was looking for the run back on the blue, although she looks a little
wide.
She's
going to miss it.
But she's going to get that
She's going to go get the first red.
She's going to chip, I think, the
first red. No, the second red.
No, she's still.
Oh. So close. Man.
So now.
Wow.
Mark's got his choice of
guard. Big opportunity of guard here, right? You just got to fill anything on that 4-foot, the blocker shot.
I mean, there is no need to go for anything. This setup is, what has she got? I mean, I'm not seeing I don't even see a shot really for 1 here.
I don't think they're not calling the tap here. Are they? They're throwing a guard because if
I don't know. He looked like he was calling the tap.
That's what I was thinking. You tap that into the 4-foot on the center line, and that gives her a hit.
Well,
exactly.
He could tap it to the top and count 2. If he's just touching the top of 4, that is a narrow hole through there, and even if you hit it,
right, then he still gets 1.
It'd be tough to go through that hole with with where those guards, how they're staggered, to be able to get a double. We got Paul Bizon coming up in front to watch. Still haven't gotten any bourbon from Tom. He's just over there enjoying the really fancy bourbon and has never offered it to us.
Once again, open
That's
up.
All right.
Okay. Rock is halfway down, making its way. It seems like it's staying a little.
The biggest thing is don't touch that blue guard. It's coming back.
Just going to get a tap.
Got to be Bobby. Got to be Bobby. They might stick another one right onto the one he's got.
He tapped the one in the 4-foot. It bounced off and heads out the back of the house.
Wow. You know what? He didn't really disturb anything. I'm not sure. Can we blame the vice? If Ben was here, I think we sweep. Well, I think if you sweep that, maybe you get enough of that blue. But again, I don't think you're able to sit 2. So I don't think we can. I don't think, as much as we want to blame the vice, I don't think we can.
I have no dog in that fight. You can blame the vice. all you
blame the vice.
I mean, I think sweeping that, if anything, he might have just By the way, Packers up 3-0.
Interesting run back she's looking for.
Packers up 3-0. By the way, I'm a part owner, just so you guys know.
Are you a stockholder?
I am a stockholder.
Wow.
Great Christmas gift.
How did you get that?
Great Christmas gift from my wife. Gosh, maybe about 10 years ago when they did a sale. That was,
Yep.
of course,
Do you have the framed stock certificate?
it's framed absolutely on
so
the
cool.
wall. So I am a proud owner of the Green Bay Packers,
Man.
and they are driving, doing well.
This seems a little wide.
I don't know what she's
Have
doing.
they won
here.
a
I think
Super
she's
Bowl
going
since
for
you've
the
owned it?
rays on the blue out
She's
front.
not. I think
And that's not going to hit. She's going to hit red.
Oh, man.
She may end up giving another one to them.
Man,
I don't think it's that heavy.
no, it's coming in too much on the inside.
Okay.
I think she was trying to go for that because what else did she have? But that was a. We got one red.
One red. So
So-
at the end of 4, we've got 3-1.
So this is one of those games where even though Mark now has had pretty good control over the last couple of ends, only getting singles. Just got to make sure no big ends, get the hammer back. So, and knowing we're only playing 7, so we got 3 ends left. We got Jeff is heading to the little boys' room.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tom, how would you? This was the first time you viced at a spiel.
At a spiel, indeed it was.
So we'll have our skip vice therapy session now that Jeff isn't here as we watch this. How was it for you? I mean, you can be honest.
I
mean,
felt I had a wonderful skip. Taught me a lot. And it
oh
was
my
fun.
God, the smell in here as he's saying that. Oh my.
You
Yeah, I
put,
tell you what,
put
this
too much
guy's-
pressure on yourself, brother.
Nah. Tom was excellent. He put our team together. I was actually it meant a lot to me that he thought of me.
Oh my goodness.
Tom is. I tell you what, I don't think there's a single person here that doesn't like playing with Tom. Super
Wow.
positive guy, fun. Even though he doesn't share his bourbon, he's. He's. I tell you what, you always have a good. If you don't have a good time on the ice with Tom Monahan, it's your problem.
I would agree with that.
I would
That's
too.
pretty much
That's
in
why I
life
said
the way it is,
That's
man.
why I said it.
Not just curling, it goes in life. Life's too short not to have fun.
So we had a good time. Played some good curling today.
Vinny with a delivery here.
It's going out a little
spinning
wide,
way
though.
out. Looks like it's lost its handle and is.
You know, I have a love-hate relationship, Tom, as you probably figured out with corner guards, because I don't really call that many of them.
Yeah, I
Because-
understand it.
You know, you got to be, especially on swingy ice like this, you know, those corner guards, you got to be careful, because if you don't put them out wide in the right spots, they block your draw path.
That's exactly why I feel
And-
apprehension with that shot.
And if you get them too wide like that one, they're basically worthless, because you can throw inside out and get there on this ice. They're trying to get around this. I don't know if they quite have enough. Do they?
Is that going
it's
to
a
get
little
by?
light.
Nope, little.
But they got a nice double guard set up. So Julie's just going to go to the button now. She's going to essentially ignore the fact that she threw a corner guard.
Exactly right.
So again, this. I know there's some curlers, they love to set that corner guard up. It gives you the things where you can now hit roll to the outside, you keep the middle open.
They're leaving this one alone. They got to assume it's a little deep.
They'll get some action here on the end.
May-
But it looks a little hot.
yeah, it's a little hot past
Here
the
it
hogs.
comes. Here it comes. All right.
Vin decides to jump on it and try and drag it
Right up,
all the
that's
way
Dave.
to the back
That's
line.
Jaeger.
Oh, it's Jaeger, yep.
Yep. And it's going to sit pretty nicely. Just not bad. It's just
Oh,
behind.
just behind the button.
So, I mean, Bobby B is going to need to have a precision shot
Yep.
to put this in.
Under pretty good cover there, so Bobby
I'm
can come
watching
down
these
and sit
shots.
on that.
Yep, we got Jeff is back. I'm watching this because this is going to be my role in a couple of weeks at the Kaiser from Mark. We actually had all our members of our Kaiser team here. Susan actually played with us as an alternate on yesterday, and then Eileen Grimmer, who's going to be our lead, has also been here. Actually, I think she's out on sheet. Is she out on sheet A? Yep,
On
she's
A,
out on
as
sheet
we
A,
speak,
playing
yep.
with Mary Fannin. We also had
Right now on that sheet, they're winning 3-1?
4-1.
4-1.
I believe. They're the
Yep.
Red Rocks,
Yep,
right?
they are the Red Rocks.
Bobby a little wide and heavy. I mean, that's.
Ooh, and
That
back
might be
through the house, Bobby.
I mean, I'll say this, and I'll let you guys. To me, the hardest shot to execute is the freeze.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's
It
a
is the
really
hardest
tough
shot.
one to get. And I got to tell you, this guy sitting to my right, that's Jeff, by the way, freaking killed us with a couple of
He
just.
had 2 or 3 on the day
Oh,
that were
man.
fantastic.
I really wanted to. I was wishing that curling was a contact sport, and I could just because I saw the knee sleeve, and I was like, take the knee.
He's got
Sweep
a
the
bad
leg,
wheel,
Johnny!
take the leg.
Sweep the leg, Johnny! I definitely thought that a couple of times. And then I'm like, darn it, Jeff's just so nice.
And you're going to need him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you playing with him soon? So you
Well-
can't hurt the guy.
Dude, if we play in the his and hers.
The his and hers. Ken, I already told Ken that by the fact that, Ken Finkelstein, who also lost in the B semifinals here from Bucks, but had a really nice run with his team. Jeff and I, we all played together with Dan Domenico, who unfortunately won't be available for that one because he's going to play in another spiel, who is over there playing with Mary as her vice over on sheet A with Mary Fannin. That Jeff is now our skip because he won and Ken and I lost. So he can then pick who he wants to deal with as his vice between Ken and I, or he can just bring his own and Ken and I will just have to be the front end. So right now,
Okay. Bobby trying to deliver here a draw to sit down on
think
the
we're
button,
looking-
right?
This is going to be, I think we got to tap.
It's going to
here.
be close.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
going to be
it's
caught
gonna
in the middle. I think that's going to be the problem.
It's going to hit the guard.
Yeah, but
It's on
not,
the guard, but it doesn't have enough weight.
Right. We've had a few of those this weekend where it wasn't a perfect tap, but it also wasn't getting around, and we just ended up sending everything sideways, and it's the worst possible outcome.
Jim Fannin in his 97th consecutive hour. Seeing how he's doing over there. Little concerned about Jim. I saw him earlier. The hat was kind of getting up on the head. It's a little sideways. You can kind of tell the stress level, but it seems like he's feeling a little better now. He's kind of gotten his second/third wind as things are going on here.
He says
But
eighth,
he's
he
done
says
it-
eighth wind.
But let me tell you, Jim has done an excellent job organizing this, the volunteers, making sure everything runs smoothly. There's a lot that goes into having a Bonspiel, and we definitely need to tip our hat to Jim Fannin.
Look at this, a beautiful draw.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at this.
Dropping some dimes, and just like that.
Just like
little-
that, at the top of the
Oh.
4-foot.
Little love for Jaeger.
Wonderful Jaeger shot.
So now we've got, what is that? What was that? We're Barney. Rubble.
Rubble.
Trouble. We're in trouble. Jaegers are in a
I think
nice
he might
spot.
have to break this up. Is that what you think going to do?
He
Is bust up the
Absolutely
guard?
should do
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Not usually. I mean, usually you love those center guards when you don't have hammer, but right now,
Yeah.
with that stagger, I don't see. Yeah.
You've got to blow that front up. Give yourself a chance.
Waving over to Mary Fannin. Hi, Mary. Something
Look.
must have happened. We just got
Yeah, she gave up one in that last end, so they're still at 4-2, but she's
Now,
disappointed
the one
by
thing
that
I do
play.
have to complain to Jim Fannin about is the fonts, the names are really tiny
Oh, my God.
on the thing. And
My old
I'm-
eyes, I don't
I'm
know why
of
you
an
bother
age
putting them up
that-
if I can't see them. They should be the whole sheet.
So we got a Fingers Lakes team over here. Yeah, who do we have here? Isn't this a Finger Lakes combo team here in front of us?
Half the team is Finger Lakes.
So over, I'm trying to look on sheets, and I don't know who's which color.
I can't hear your mic.
What happened to you? Oh,
I don't know, dude. Am I
There you
still
go.
good?
You're
Yeah,
back. Thank you.
All right,
yeah,
my
something
bad.
happened. Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
So which one is Finger Lakes?
They're red, and they're down 6-2 in the fifth.
6-2 in the fifth.
But they were sitting. Now
They're sitting one,
they're
maybe.
sitting second shot.
Yep.
And I cannot tell who's over on sheet. I probably should get one of these draw sheets. That would probably have been a
Well,
good
again.
idea. If we were actually prepared announcers.
Sheet D is a Broomstones team against a Plainfield team.
So
I
Broomstones.
believe that's the other A semifinal.
Ah, yes, it is. I believe you're correct. So is that Broomstones is
Yep,
right now?
Broomstones is up 6-3.
Broomstone's up 6-3 with hammer.
And about to throw hammer, sitting one already.
Exactly. So Broomstones.
Back to our game at hand here. Rachel throwing a little hot. That seems
It's
wide.
going to come down, though. I think it might come over.
It's going to be open, though.
Yeah, the problem now is there's something to aim at. But look at it's tucking
Oh,
back in a
it
little.
is tucking in.
Oh,
It
look
is
at that.
tucking in.
That's a beauty.
I tell you what,
Wow.
Rachel, we apologize.
Rachel,
that was
indeed.
a nice shot.
Let me give her a little curler's clap for the
Absolutely.
audience on that one. Great shot. I thought that
I
was
tell you
going
what.
deep. Sat right at button.
If it wasn't super duper cold and we didn't have television monitors, it'd be nice to be on the heckle bench. We could have run a little bell ring.
Let me
I
yeah.
got to tell you, that shot right there just shows you that there's a lot of swing here at the ice, and you throw the right weight, you can come up with some really fun shots. And right now, the Jaegers have something cooking because they're sitting 3. Mark's got to get that out of there. So this is going to be Hooker. Now, it is his rock. He could run this back. So this is Ryan. This is kind of like his Briar shot right here for Ryan in this game. he definitely wants to get rid of it, but there's also the opportunity for something special. That is normal at least.
That's normal.
It's a little wide.
It may
It's
chip.
just gonna be a peel, I think.
Yep.
Straight peel.
Okay.
Completely opened it up.
Yep, very nicely.
Which is fine. He had the option if he was a little narrow on that he could have run that back into the pile.
Yep. No doubt about it. Leaving Rachel have to put the guard back up.
Yep. No doubt. So now a lot of pressure. You don't put this guard up. And Mark has.
Yeah, you got to put the guard up, and it's got to be on the 4-foot line at this point. You can't leave it open.
I don't know if there's a triple. I mean, it would be tough to get all 3, but definitely can get rid of 2 of those if she doesn't put a guard on top of this. Again, Jim Fannin is sitting in the seat where we need to be to actually see this game. But you know what? He's running this thing, and what Jim says goes, and we're fine with that. And it looks like a pretty nice guard. Just sit.
It's going to be really nice.
Sit. And well done by Rachel. Nah, you know what?
Tucked in a little bit,
but it took away the opportunity for Mark to really go at it.
Yep.
So he is going to have to, I think, get rid of that. I mean, really, what is he going to draw to? I'm going to go with Jeff. What's your call?
I feel like the best he can do is catch the outside of that one that Rachel threw into the house, and he could get 2 that way. But it's, and if he hits anything else along the way, the guard or the other blue one, I mean, he's still clearing rocks out.
I mean, do you think he could throw towards the one in back? And it's one of those where you can't be wide. But
Sure.
if you're a little narrow, you'll get the one on top of the button.
Yep.
And if you're even more narrow, you're going to get rid of the guard.
Yeah, it feels like you get something no matter what.
You got like
unless you're wide.
But you cannot be wide.
Yep.
And of course, as we all know, when you say better narrow than wide,
you
you
throw
just
wide.
guaranteed that the shot is going to be wide.
100%.
Just guaranteed it. All right, so this is a big.
Taking some time. This is a big shot.
Oh, this is a huge shot, and as we said with the clock, we are at under.
You're not going.
Yeah, we're going into 12
right.
minutes remaining. This is most definitely 7 ends. So at this point,
They got to still finish this end in 12 minutes.
At this point,
Yeah,
they
well-
may time out and not get to 6, right? I'm joking.
I
but
will
it's-
say, Ben,
You're not.
Ben, we're missing you because this would have already been decided. I can't wait until Mark and Ryan hear this and the crap we're gonna get from them on like Monday night.
I'm not even here. I
And
don't
yeah,
care.
I mean, Jeff,
Exactly.
you got a free pass,
Jeff,
man.
you bring it for us then.
Yeah. So it looks like over
He is
on
still
sheet
second
D,
guessing.
Broomstone's put up 2 more. They're up 8-3. So
Wow.
they pretty much, barring absolute catastrophe, are going to be in the A finals tomorrow. It's gotten tight over on sheet A. Fannin was up 4-0. They've score of 1 and then a steal of 1. So it's now 4-2 over on that sheet.
And their opponents are sitting 3 at the moment.
Yes. Whereas our Finger Lakes combo team, is that Team Lambert?
Yep.
They look to be firmly in control after scoring 2 on sheet B.
Opposite, they're the other team.
They got
The
the
other
things
team,
backwards.
the
Yeah.
Philly
I'm
team.
sorry, the Philly team, then I apologize. So that's not Team Lambert. My apologies there. They are in control. Looks like they're up 8-2 after scoring 2.
Okay, Mark's
in the
rock's
fifth.
halfway down. They're not touching it. They're leaving it. They've got to move, I believe, to get to where he wants it. It seems a little wide.
It's hanging. It's hanging at that
It's
weight.
hanging at that 4-foot line on the outside. He
Come
might-
back. It's coming in.
It wants
It's coming
to.
in. It's like
might
Rachel's
get a
rock.
tap.
Oh my, Mark. Well, I tell you what,
He
he's
may have cut it by 1.
He's cut it down to 2.
Yep.
He's cut it down to 2, but that rock is there.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to pick out,
That's
I
an
think.
easy pick, although it might blow up the back for her.
Yes,
So
this
it's-
is. Are you happy with 2 here, Jeff?
I mean, I think you can pick that. I mean, is this her last shot? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, this is her first, right?
This is her first.
her
Mark's
first.
got one more. There's part of me that I don't mind going on top of that, being
Yeah.
happy with 2. How is he going to get you out of that?
Yeah.
And if you
So,
get lucky with a
Would
hit
tie
ball
the
without-
game up. On the other hand, you are looking at kind of a big end here, so it's awfully tempting to try and do a little bit more.
We got Jaeger making faces about the time being taken on the discussions over here. So just so everybody knows, definitely Vinny is getting some say in there, but Jaeger has like he gives 0 at this point in time. What's going down at the other end? He's like, man, can you just make up your mind? I want to just sweep.
Let's throw
And he
her up.
understands it's his wife is the skip, so there's
Yeah,
no
I mean
way
that
he
is
can
a
give any
great
good
husband.
advice.
That is a great husband right there.
Right.
But I think, Jeff, I just like curling down into that. And what are they going to do?
Well, I think you can make an argument for both, and I think that's why they're taking so long kind of to come up with this, is they're not really sure which one to run. I don't know.
challenge
I
with
like
running
the
it down
aggressive hit and try and like rack up 3 or 4 here.
Well, judging by that broom, it looks like they're agreeing with you.
Man. But it also leaves you the potential of blowing out those
Yeah,
2
if you
black
come- if you-
back
if
blue
you-
rocks,
Absolutely.
right? And
Well,
they're
absolutely.
sitting one.
If you come in a little wide, you're still going to sit 1, but you're then giving Mark an opportunity to.
And I don't have a good view. Is
Sure.
it definitely
It's
two blue right now?
Yep.
It's definitely 2
It is
blue.
definitely 2. And
And-
red is definitely 3rd.
Definitely 3rd.
I like the risk reward here.
I don't mind it. She could draw and she could tap her own blue that's in the top 4 in and count 3 and slightly roll it
True.
over.
True.
So
That's a pretty fun shot. I would like that.
I think that's what I'd like to call. You know, and I would definitely call it for you, Jeff, because you were nailing the weight. For me, it would probably end up being a 1 guard, the way I played today.
Ooh, this seems like
Oh,
a little
this
narrow.
She's light.
seems narrow and
Way
light.
narrow. This may hit red.
This is.
No, he's going to.
But wait, you know
Ooh,
what?
this is
This,
gonna be interesting. It's gonna
this,
crash her
this is
blue.
going to go into the blue.
She's not a bad.
Is there enough
And it's-
advance here?
oh, it
As
might
it's rolling,
be.
it's in. It's
If-
coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, close.
Oh.
We got to. Oh,
A lot of murmurs.
yes. So after all of that, we're back where we started. With we got Mark. We got him sitting 3 right now. And he's still. It's not easy. I'm not sure
No.
how he gets there.
Did she get a tap enough to now sit 3? It's pretty tight
I don't-
now between the.
I think that. You know,
Would you like to take it over? And
I'm good.
you don't have a court enough to go.
They're definitely sitting 2, right? Yeah, not 3. All right, so Mitch Loser, Rob Green, and Jim Fannin helping us out since they actually have the direct in view. No doubt that they're sitting 2. And for those at home, like, how do they not know this? We're sitting at an angle because we have no clue.
Well, I don't know if the angle has anything to do with
Well,
the
we-
no
yeah,
clue
well,
part, but I'll give you
I would like to argue with you, Tom, but you're just right.
Stop that.
Stop speaking truth, man. Stop it.
Okay. Interesting here. He's going for the draw, right? It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's putting that in. Because the other concern here now is, she's got a tap for 3. I don't think she has a way to get down to hit that out now with how the rocks are. Like we had talked about the possibility that she could have maybe angled it out or something. But Mark has a chance to possibly, there's just a little tiny thing, and I'll tell you what, I have seen Mark hit some shots that defy logic and get his team out of jail.
He's
And
trying
he
to tap
might,
this red.
he just might be pulling this off.
That seems
If
a
If they
little
got to
light.
get
That's
it
a
by
little
that
light.
blue,
Yeah.
and I think they got on it a little bit
stop,
late.
A little late. It may
now.
tap a blue and end up with
they
a 3.
Yep.
they just turned it into 3 blue.
Right. And
And
if I'm
they
Julie here, I throw it away.
Throw it away.
I concur. Like
It's probably one
what-
of the only shots I can guaranteed to hit. So I get it. And even that's questionable.
So just want to get confirmation.
Jim, are they sitting 3 over there?
Is that now 3?
It looks that way, we're
It
being
looks-
told.
It looks 3.
Ooh.
And
So
Julie has just under 6 minutes to get this shot off so they can play 7. And I'm not saying there's a chance here, but it could go down.
So we're going to do a little quick survey here. Mitch, you just throw it away? You even try for anything? You got a shot? trying to survey some of the other people that skip in the room if they see a shot for 4.
I think you can just look at Jaeger's face.
I
And
mean,
he's
they
like,
got-
dude, this is not that hard.
Yeah.
Why are we
Dave
overthinking
Yeager
this?
looking. I just love the excitement. Just emanating.
The
from
physical
Dave
body
Yeager.
language is
He's
pure
he's-
enthusiasm.
Oh, he's just now.
Now he's just looking for stuff to do.
He's-
Let me clean the ice while I wait for these guys to decide.
There we go. There. You know what? She's gonna go for
She's
an
gonna
angle
try an
raise.
angle for
Going
4.
angle
know
raise
what?
for 4.
To be honest, there's no.
Why not?
Why
There's
not?
no risk
Why
here,
not?
really.
Very little risk, right? You really can't hurt
Yeah.
yourself with this play.
I don't think.
Although
I mean-
it's a pretty high guard, right? It's a long
Well,
raise
It's a
on
fairly
that.
long guard.
And when you hit that, if you angle the one that Mark just tapped up, you could end up hitting it out far enough that it's.
Yep, you
She-
could get it.
you
she
lose
has
before
a
that.
3.
Yep.
I just don't see how she can lose 3. She could get 4 on this.
Yep.
That said, I've been known to be my own worst enemy and be like, yeah, there's nothing bad that could happen on this shot.
And then you
Famous
manage to
last
find,
words.
yeah, that one
Yeah.
thing. That's a big disaster.
But, you know, I do like it. I mean, Julie has made some really nice shots where she's been raised some rocks. We got him. Rachel's on it right away
they're
with the
on it.
yes. It looks a little narrow.
And narrow. It looks like it might
Yeah.
have been the inside of this.
We got to make sure.
Can she tap
But
that
you know
red
what,
up?
even
Is
the
that
red,
a bad thing? Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
if she hits the red, it could still help her. But it doesn't have enough on it.
Not enough on it to get to
Yeah,
hers.
I don't know why Ryan.
Safe play.
I think Ryan
Yep.
is just sweeping because he's bored. Because I don't really know what that's going to do
He
for you.
needed to warm up.
He
It's
is
been a
an
while.
Yeah, I mean,
endless optimist.
After the 3-minute conversations for each shot, standing out there in a tank top.
Well,
you know, I
they did
think
finish 6 in
Yep.
under the 90 minutes
Yeah,
with a full
no.
3 minutes to spare.
They're
So-
in the process, I think, of getting lapped with how slowly they're playing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Jim Fannin, the man who introduced the 95-minute clock to Bucks County.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
We,
I had no idea.
No,
Awesome.
on club night. We have to work on club night. And as you can tell, it really has helped Mark and his team be able to play at a pace to be able to get that in. But we are 3 minutes left on that clock, so barring 16 rocks in a row being thrown through the house, we are not going to be playing 8. Do you think you could throw 16 rocks in a row in 3 minutes right now?
Everybody
mean,
would have to
I
be
mean,
quickly
eight-
ready.
eight-
You just
eight-
have to
eight-
go. I think you could do it. I think.
I think
you
that's
It
a
could be done,
challenge.
but Mark's not going to let that happen.
Joe
And,
Sorica. Where's Joe? Joe Sorica. Could you throw 8 rocks and then 8 rocks through the house fast enough to beat that clock? Okay.
Do you
So
have to wait for the rock to come to rest before
Yeah,
the
you got to
next
wait
one
for the other
deliver?
team's
You
rock
do.
to like
Thank
cross
you.
the end line.
Okay.
So we
I
think
didn't
we
know
are
that. Okay.
guaranteeing that they are not going to play that. So
It's got to be across the back line or to rest before you're allowed to throw the next one?
I mean, in theory, I mean,
It's going to be 7 ends here. Looks like it's going to be 7 ends on B if they go that.
I'm not sure.
B won't go that far.
Eight-
I mean, it's
right.
8,
Yeah,
to,
we get-
8 to 2 there.
And then the A and D sheets are definitely
A and-
they're
A and
finishing.
D.
They're good. They're
yeah,
in good
they're
shape.
in good shape.
But right now, I don't think over on D. Oh my God, I got a bullet coming down the middle there. Not bad. I tell you what, got out of jail, but I think Red still's got one. I think we're
Yeah,
going to be. I think
cut
we're
him
going to be
down.
shakes going to be happening over there on
Probably.
sheet D. So
There we are,
congratulations
shake.
to the Broomstone team. They will get to sleep in a little bit and play at 12 o'clock in the A final
the A
against
finals.
the winner of the matchup we're watching right now with Jaeger taking a little control with a 3. We had just talked before that end. You know, Mark's team had been doing really well, but only scoring singles. You got to avoid those big ends, and Jaeger able to manufacture that.
Neglected to
Ugh.
comment that Vinny did hog the first one, and
And it
looks
looks
Followed
like-
by another hog.
Yep.
Oh man!
Nope.
Oh, it clears.
Three sweepers getting it done.
The .1 guard thrown perfectly by Tim Major. My favorite
And
throw.
got involved in the sweeping on top.
Yes. Because the third sweeper is really effective, and I say that after I did that like, I don't know, a half dozen times.
Well, only because
But-
us old guys could barely sweep at
Oh,
that
well,
point into
we-
9
I'm just glad that none of you guys had a coronary with how much sweeping we were having to do. But the other nice thing about our ice is sweepers, you know, especially for club level, you can really have an influence with the way the ice is here, and it does kind of feel good that you contribute a little bit there. Still a little
Another
late.
very high
Yeah,
guard,
well-
just getting into the 1.
You know, the ice really gets quick.
As soon as you pull
Second-
a team off, right? Too,
But
as
the
well.
second, third,
Oh, yeah,
fourth
yeah,
ends,
yeah.
but usually around the 5th or 6th ends, it starts to come back and slow down just a hair. And now they just had the sheet next to them cleared. There's nobody on sheet D. So you're going to probably also see, as we look at it, the right side of the sheet is going to start to play a little differently than the left side without having a team over next to them. And with a game like this, which team is able to adjust to those conditions?
Another very high guard.
Yeah,
right down on the center line, but not getting that far. Maybe
I thought
two.
I thought I heard Bobby and Ryan say we got to go, but then they didn't. It's like they second guessed
Little
themselves.
frustration. They're talking about it. They think
Oh, we
they'll
got
get
the
on
face,
it
we
earlier
got the
next
face
time.
from Mark.
Yep.
Got a little face there from him. Haven't been watching the comments probably. We got like 19 people or something watching this. Like, wow, man! Like we one more, and we
Pretty
might
much
actually
like
get a Nielsen rating.
It's like Super Bowl ratings.
By the way, we got the 49ers up 7-3. So before I had to start firing people on the Packers, they better start doing a little better here. So,
did I ask you? Were you an owner since have they won the Super Bowl since you've been?
No. No, I was after they won that Super Bowl. That then I think it was like a year or two later they did a stock sale.
Perfect. Why the prices were the high.
Yes.
I was just wondering if you got, if they win the Super Bowl, do you get to have the trophy for a day like the Stanley Cup or something?
You would think that I should, but me and the like 250,000 other people that like, I guess I don't know how many owners we have. I get nothing. I get no like season ticket offers, anything like that. No. They do like something where like if you want to go to Green Bay in like July, they do like some big meeting in the stadium for the shareholders.
For the shareholder meeting.
Yeah, that's about it.
And if you've never been to a football game at Lambeau, it is the holy grail of facilities.
I would love to go to a game there. If Susan is listening, that would be a great Christmas gift.
Okay, as a follow-up to the stock ownership.
That would be a great one.
And you
Meanwhile,
spend an
looks
extra day.
like Bobby B, if this can just
Bobby right down on the button.
Just sit.
Might be a little deeper than he had hoped.
I think it's going to be 12.
Yeah.
Wow, all the way to back 12.
Man, that did not want to stop.
After all those short guards, it's
I
kind of a
know.
surprise.
Julie gets one up in the top of this house. This is, again, knowing that we are only going to play one more end after this. So if Julie can force one, she's going to have Hammer coming
Force
home.
one with a hammer and
a
up two,
tie.
right.
That's a good place to be. Oh, up two,
Yeah,
that's
up
right.
two.
That's right.
She is
Well,
right
you were
now-
talking about a force is what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
if she
It's
can
like a
force,
tie.
if she can force, she's going to be tied with Hammer in what would be the last end. You know, we're
This one's seeming a little hot as well, heading to back.
just got to come back to keep the team together, no doubt.
Says Ben.
Oh,
Is Ben already contemplating that he's going to be well enough to play tomorrow? If
He
indeed
says
that is
we did
necessary.
get word.
Well,
Okay.
they
Get
are.
word.
They're going to either be in the A final or they're going to be in a
Yeah, they
D
are
bracket,
playing tomorrow, so we should
they're
say that.
guaranteed a game tomorrow.
Yeah, the teams that are here, they will get a place in the D semifinals. So the losers, they have to play at 9 a.m. The winners will go directly to the A final at 12.
We'll sleep in on a Sunday.
Yes. I'm going to be sleeping in, but not playing in a final. So here comes Bobby. This is one. It's kind of like who can figure this out.
Get in there.
I think we're by. Are we by? It's going to be close. He definitely not as much weight, but you're sweeping it a lot. If you're by. All right, finish this. Come on. Oh, it's really breaking late. Got to outcount those other ones.
Not going to happen.
I don't know. It's coming in. Not quite outcounting the one in the back. So
So blue
Yep,
still
right.
sitting in one. Yayer's going to try and draw one in behind here. Keep it up in the 8 foot.
where are you at? Is that your call, Jeff?
I'm sorry, I was watching the handshakes on
Yeah,
sheet B. So
We got handshakes. Yep.
Congratulations to Philly.
I believe that one gets them to the C
semis, yeah.
C semis,
semis
right?
tomorrow.
They've still got to play 2 more to get to the finals, right?
exactly.
Yes.
It's the C
C and the D
C
semis
bracket.
Got that extra.
slog.
Yep.
Yeah. Rachel looks like she might be. We'll see about this weight. It's got to come
Wow.
down just a little here. It's definitely curling a lot.
It's
on her.
definitely coming down.
It's going to get around the guard, though, I think.
And if she can tuck
Looks
this
good.
in.
Oh,
Oh,
that
she's
is
by it.
wonderful.
Oh man.
Nice shot.
Yeah, we know.
We're watching that one. But what she does now,
Our
Mark-
Grand Poopah was concerned that we might have been announcing the wrong sheet the whole game, but
well, he's the one that set it up. He's the one that set it up. So if we were,
that would be.
but taken by the fact that Ben was commenting on our
Yes,
things,
he
and I know
knew.
he's watching it,
I
I
think we
feel
get a few comments saying you're
Yeah,
commenting
like-
on an entirely different game.
Of our 19 million, 19 people that are watching.
we got 21, dude.
21,
We're up to 21.
Yeah, it's
Thank you very
Exponential
much.
growth in viewership.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
We're gonna bring Jeff back. I think we've earned this.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty big shot right here.
Sure
They're sitting
is.
2.
Brian's had some great draw weights here.
He
He's got to
has.
draw and sit down on that last one there.
And Rachel was just heavy enough on the last one. It leaves a little pocket there to sit on it.
But again, we're talking about if you're Julie, you're
Coming down a little wide,
It
maybe a
is
little
wide
heavy.
and heavy.
That is through.
This is. I do not think this has got enough room.
That's shoe weight.
Shoe,
well,
Mark,
he-
yep.
he might-
Denim weight, as I call it with Mark. You guys call it shoe
Nah,
weight.
it's not going to come back quite enough
It
to
may
catch that
clip
blue.
that back blue.
No, I
All
don't
right,
think so.
this
Nope, you're
this right here, if Rachel, I'm thinking right at the top of the 8-foot or a guard. Julie's going to go for a guard.
I like the
For a
guard, but
guard.
Yeah.
I don't hate the 8-foot either.
I
That'd
wouldn't
be really
mind if
nice.
this came right
If this
to the
came
top.
down a little deep, you're good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's going
He's
with the
playing A,
tolerance
B, and
being
C.
short. I kind of like the tolerance being a little heavy, but I guess
Yeah. Being right and counting 3 on the top of the 8,
it's a pretty nice place
that
to be.
would be a wonderful spot. But she has got to be, I mean, right now it's one of those things as a skip. This looks wide and heavy.
Wide and heavy as well.
Doesn't have a lot of handle, but I still don't think it's going to, even without the handle, it's going to.
It looks
Let's
like it's
watch
slowing
it.
down.
It is slowing down.
I'm surprised they're not on it, quite honestly.
It's got a really
I
light
think they
handle.
need to get on this to
Well,
get it in
she,
the house.
She wanted it as a guard anyway, so I think
I
she's
tell
going to be
you
really
what.
happy with that.
Yeah, it may crash and
It's
come
gonna
over to the
tap.
4-foot a little bit.
That's pretty nice.
Yep.
And she's sitting, I think they are now sitting 3.
They might be.
They are 3 with that little tap and blocking it.
Yep,
So-
I think you're right. Yep, they are definitely
For
sitting
those,
through.
for those unfamiliar, I mean, Rachel just threw that. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but that maybe had 1.5 rotations, if that, coming down. And
Almost handle-free.
almost handle-free. I mean,
Almost.
ideally, you want to have at least twice, if not 3 times, somewhere in the 3.5 range for rotations coming down. When you have that lighter rotation, you're going to get a little bit more action, a little more unpredictability. It's going to over-curl at the end.
My rocks tend to do that. I'm a little light on the handle, so I tend to try and factor that into my ice calls for my own shots.
So whereas when you put a little more rotation into it, you're going to get a little bit of a straighter, truer curl. It might go a little further with the same quote-unquote weight or times out there. But I tell you what, that worked out beautifully because all of us, we thought that was wide, and then we saw that handle, and it just dove
This
in
is
for her.
seeming heavy and
It's
wide
heavy
as
and
well.
wide. Heavy
Might
and
get a
wide.
piece.
No, it's got nothing.
Ooh, just a nudge.
Nothing. So
Now, super fly guard.
Yeah, way up top.
Danger,
Yep,
Will
yep.
Robinson for Mark and his team.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like,
Definitely
don't
a little
screw this
Barney here.
up. I mean, Julie if she puts a guard out there, I don't know what she's got. What she executes this guard. Mark's going to be happy if he can just figure out a way not to be giving up multiple as a steal. I mean, he does have a pathway on the other side. Yeah, they haven't been coming down the left side. He does have a pathway to be able to curl in on that side. They've kind of been staying away from it. I do think there's also enough room on the side they've been coming down, that right side, thrown with the right weight, as we saw with Rachel's, that you can get a little bit of a late break. At worst, be able to cut it down. You can live with a steal of 1 right now, knowing we're playing 7, but anything above that, the Jaegers and Berzies have been pretty solid.
They're trying to decide, is it enough weight?
Yeah.
Okay. And keep it on the
It's-
4-foot here, right?
It's right.
They don't want it
the
to
weight's
break.
pretty good. It's going to maybe over curl just a
It
little
might
bit.
only curl and slide all the way under to the center
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, it's not going to do much for them.
Wow. Little too much on that. May have
Yeah,
stayed on
and
it a little longer to try and take it deeper. And
Again, taking some notes over there, Jeff.
Yeah, I feel like Mark can call the same shot he did last time if he wanted to. Oh, looks
I
like he's
feel
going to
like-
come around the other way, though.
Yeah, we talked about, I think he can come on to the other side. He's also got plenty of room on this side to be able to get there. You've seen this side. I would go with
looks
you.
like he likes the draw.
I'm going to agree with him on this one for the simple fact that he's seen this side and he knows what's going on. We just lost Tom. He just ghosted us. Total ghost. Oh, no, he's getting bourbon. Let's see. Let's see if he actually brings us anything.
He is so not doing that.
As we wait for Mark to slowly, casually stroll down the ice in his faux jeans.
Your Packers got a field goal.
Oh, excellent. 7-6. I like it. All right, this is a massive shot right here. I got to tell you, if Mark doesn't make this, if I'm Julie, I might stick a fourth one in, or at least try to. I mean, why not?
Yeah, there's not a lot of penalty to it.
There's almost no penalty. I mean, might as well stick one in. There's no way he'd be able to do anything. I mean, even if Mark leaves this out there a little bit, he's just got to, even if he doesn't hit this, leaving something in play that maybe he could tap or raise or play off of would be massive. They're not touching this, so the weight's a concern. That looks heavy, Jeff.
Yeah, well,
Is it
looks
coming
pretty
down?
good.
It's coming down. It's coming down.
Sure it's
I
gonna
think
clear
they like
that
it.
front one. This could be really good.
I think they like it. Did they get? I tell you what, it's looking at. Bring it.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a fabulous shot.
Let
right
me
there.
tell you. I told you, he just got his team out of jail. And we go back to we talked about when Julie had her shot before, that if she hits that guard, there's nothing he can do. She doesn't. And Mark, I tell you what, that's one of those shots you got to have.
She can follow that down.
She's
There's
gotta
definitely
follow it
room
down.
to make it happen.
But right now, I mean, Mark, they were facing 3, and if she puts a guard up, why are you messing with my mic?
I wanted to make sure I could still hear you. You're
Are
fabulous
you
pipes.
trying to give me? You saying you don't want to hear me?
No, I
That's
wanted
fine.
to make sure
I
that
mean,
our,
I hear that all the time, so
our
it's fine.
23 people now listening could hear you loud and clear.
I think it's because of the excellent 3-man booth that we have here.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. It's 23. You want
It's
to
a
Us
huge
are the only
audience.
23.
Right, probably. Thanks, Tom. That really boosts the egos and our sponsorships, that are depending on our listenership.
Who are our
We're
sponsors
sponsored
again?
by the law offices of Fannin, Sirocco, and Loser, as they are over there just like listening to us because they have no
and
choice.
any number of bourbon makers.
Yes.
Okay,
All
so
right,
she's got to
so
follow this down clearly for
follows
the
it down.
draw.
You know what? You just got to be careful here. I mean,
Weight's not bad.
not too bad. I tell you, right now it's a force of 1. If she can just get
Gotta
into
stay
a spot.
on it.
Oh, it's
Is it
It's
coming?
sliding
It's
down.
sliding. It's sliding in.
It's light.
Oh, it's a little light.
And it's a little light.
Come on now. But you know what? They have pretty much taken away any pathway to 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pathway to
Well,
2
I
is
shouldn't
down.
say that.
Well,
Mark has got the other side.
He's got the other draw on the other side.
But
Also,
he
yeah, all
can-
he's got to do is, he can actually get there too.
Yeah, he's going to go
Really?
side.
Side
It's
pipe
there.
and just touch the 4 foot, gets
Yes.
him 2 there.
That'd be enough.
Yes, it does. He's got to get
He's got about a third of the rock he's going to have to get into 4
not
foot
even.
to get 2,
not
right?
even.
Okay.
It's a
They are
little bit
just-
more risky on this side with the potential to tap up the blue one. So that's why he's now looking at the other side, I think.
So where's Ben? If Ben is commenting his vice, we want to know if he would agree or disagree with this.
Well, the downside of coming on the other side is that you haven't
You
thrown
haven't
anything.
seen it.
You
Yeah,
have not
so
seen that.
seen it.
But I think
You
that's
do
what he's thinking
technically-
because it's a lower risk shot, I
You
think.
do have backing there with the blue rock on that side if you get by those guards and are able to put it in. But you're right, you come down on the other side, you had the possibility to be your own worst enemy and raise that blue.
Yep.
But you know that side. You have watched it.
And would sheet be cleared?
So-
This ice have
Yeah,
probably
we're
changed on
clear-
this side from
yeah,
where it was
we're-
earlier.
They are cleared on both sides. It's kind of like our extra end where we had like no clue because the sheet was cleared next to us. And
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd have no clue on your last shot, Jeff. I mean, seriously, come on, man. I thought we were friends. But in all seriousness, do you like this, Jeff? Would you have come down this side?
I think so. Again, like I said, it's kind of it takes the risk,
risk
out
of
of
the
play
blue.
of accidentally putting hers in. I mean, you already got a tie game. Be nice if you could get the extra here, but not at the risk of giving them one instead.
Yes. He's got it out there. I think I'm sweeping.
Yeah,
I
I
think
would
this
get
is
it on
going to.
early
I would
just
get
on
on
general
this. I think it's
principles.
going to die.
Yeah, I think you've got no risk in sweeping this. I don't know why they're not on it.
Yep,
Look at how much it's cutting.
Can't hurt
It's
it. You
cutting
can't hurt
and
it.
it's slowing down.
Hurt it.
Yeah, gotta go, gotta go,
Hold on,
gotta
hold
go.
on.
Too late.
Gotta go, too late.
Top 12.
Hold on. They got
Yeah,
on it too late.
maybe get inside the 8 foot, and that's it.
No. Just a hair too late.
As Tim throws his head back in
Just a
disgust,
hair too
recognizing
late.
had they gotten
I
on
tell
it.
you what, that the line was there.
Yeah, no, it was a great looking
Ben,
shot.
they missed you on that one, man.
Although-
Totally missed you.
Although that's a hell of a pickup of 1. At one point, I thought it could have
Yeah,
gone
I mean,
3 the
Mark
other
was-
way.
But
Right? So,
but now
great shot by Mark to make it that.
But now
It puts it even into the final end,
Yeah,
right?
we're,
Yep. And
unless we
gotta-
get a blank, we're not going to have an extra end. We do play extra ends here. We don't have skip rocks,
Right.
as we found out with our game. And even though we lost,
two
I
games
am
in our draw
Right.
went to 9 ends.
I'm highly confident that I did not want to get into skip rocks with Jeff, so I was actually all right that we played extra ends. I
would
thought that
concur.
was a mismatch in Jeff's favor. I might have asked somebody else, like, does the skip have to throw the rocks? Could I have someone else throw this rock
He
for
goes
me?
down and looks for substitutes for that.
Absolutely.
There have been
All
times
right,
when I
so-
wish that were the case.
So this is Mark's got a center guard, center guard. All Julie needs is 1. I mean, Jeff almost played a perfect 8th end against us until he decided to give us a chance. And then same in the
extra.
extra. And then
my
well,
2 shots were perfect crap. If that's what
well,
you're thinking.
but also in the
That's
extra ends, we, you know, the extra ends too. I mean, we got. I think that was like the first time you guys missed a peel, and we actually finally had a guard. We just didn't quite bury it underneath of it. But you got to get those center guards, and you got to be committed.
Absolutely.
You can't rush to that button too soon if you're going to get a steal. That is something that I have learned through.
That seems light coming down there, Vin.
Yep, you got to have an open center for sure.
You got to have an open center.
And at the same time, for Mark here, Mark's going to want to throw double center guard. I
double
think.
center
Yep,
guard. Get a
I
second
agree.
center guard up on it.
Have something to tap back or utilize later, right?
Well, you know that they're going to have to clear the center guard, so you want to get a second one up.
Right. And they can't clear
So-
it even with their next one. So
Yeah, so he's calling for a tighter guard underneath.
yeah, I like that. And a tap
And
is
I
and a
agree
tap
with you.
is
I
good, too.
agree with you, Ben. I think all of our calls have been completely right as we've been doing this. Ben, of course, knowing that when you are on the couch,
Oh,
and
Tim.
down goes Major. And
goes
he's back
Major.
up. He
look-
did it very stylishly.
No harm,
He
no
did.
foul.
He's standing there as if like
What happened?
nobody noticed that, right?
And honestly, the shot
No,
looks
we
really
didn't.
good too.
We did-
So
It is.
if he can line up 2 guards here, even if it's
It's exactly
a little
what he's done.
stagger,
get by.
Get by with a little.
That's not bad though.
It's not bad.
I'm okay with that.
Even if they clear that, they're not going to be able to clear their own shooter and
All right.
relieve something.
And they can't do it now. So yeah,
Yes.
Julie's got to go behind the guard on the corner.
It's always nice to get that one hanging on the outside so that if it does come down to a hit at the end, she doesn't necessarily maybe have to keep that shooter, the pressure of keeping the shooter in play.
Exactly.
Right.
So huge value to getting this in, even though most of the play after this is going to go right down the middle. I think we can all call that Bobby's shot right now is going to be a draw to the button, top 4.
It's a little heavy on Vinny.
This is heavy. He may
And
be
it's heavy,
I don't
and,
think
taking out a guard that's going to be put back.
No,
I
she's-
don't think it's going out. I think they're.
No, but now they just. I mean, this rock should be irrelevant whether it's in or out.
Well, she can't sweep it out of play though.
Yeah, but that said,
Oh,
now-
is that? I didn't realize that, Jeff. She can't.
Well, she can, but she doesn't want
Want
to.
to, right.
Because
Yeah.
then it just goes back.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not a
But
biter. That's
keeping
outside.
out of the house is great. Yeah,
I can't
that's-
tell.
that's
Is
all
that a
good.
biter?
I don't think so.
honestly, that it should not matter.
Ideally,
can't-
it should.
You're
matter.
right.
Ideally, it should
Right.
not matter. But right now, we got, right now we need Bobby to put this undercover, top 4, and then we should then be seeing Dave taking out those center guards if this goes according to plan. So Bobby's weight doesn't look. They're calling top 8.
Yep, I like that.
So top 8 is good.
Ooh, it's starting to break already.
Yeah, they're on it heavy. They're trying to keep it from hitting the guard.
I think. Oh, it's really going hard line. I don't know if they waited a little too long.
I'm not sure that's top 8.
Yay. Oh, it got
Oh,
by.
it got by the guard.
But it's not top 8.
It won't get there, will
It
it?
won't get there. But
Well,
again,
that's good. That's
Yeah.
at this point, having more center guards is not bad. But this goes back to, we mentioned sheet B and sheet D have now actually been empty for a little while. this sheet is going to be slowing down. So compared to what they've been used to for most of the game.
Going to blow this thing up.
Here
Jaeger
comes
just going to throw the Jaeger bomb.
Jaeger bomb. We've been waiting all game for that. It's a Jaeger bomb down the middle. Boom, Jaeger bomb.
Nice.
Boom,
And look at
blows
that.
up the
And
two center guards there. Wonderful job.
Very nice. So Mark's got to put another center.
Yeah,
up.
he's got to put a
You
guard up
gotta
there.
Put another.
Yep, he's not going
Now-
to the house until his shots. Basically.
Not to number
Exactly.
8.
And this is one, Jeff, that I know as a 5 and under skip, it probably took me 4.5 years to understand that like right now the temptation is to go to the button, but
No.
to do that, you got to keep those guards up, block that middle, and Mark wants to give himself a chance to be able to bury a shot and force Julie to have to really stick one in there.
Absolutely.
And where do you want to put this? Out on the 4-foot line to give yourself a little bit of space, or closer to center?
Oh, you want it on?
On the
You were
center.
just off center. You don't want to give it something where it's easy to run both of them out. You like to just line them up perfectly
Right.
with a little bit of separation. So he'd like this to be a 2 guard, right on the center line, which just looks like that's where Mark has his broom.
Yep.
Has a nice, which by the way I like that.
Is that like a magnet?
It's definitely a magnet. But I also got to tell you, when I'm not
Line's really good
skipping,
here.
I like it when the skip or somebody puts it down there because as a sweeper, it kind of gives you a nice target of where he wants it.
Great shot.
It's a nice visual.
Bourbon Bobby. Thank you for the Blantons and for a wonderful
It looks
shot
like-
there, my friend.
Yes. By the way, where's the bourbon for us?
Right here. Would you like to sniff it?
I mean, you went and got another bourbon.
I did.
And Jeff, no bourbon for us.
Can I get you guys something? Because clearly I don't know anything else going on here. What
No,
can
you
I
go.
get you?
Right. This is one. Let's see what Dave.
appreciate.
Here's our second Jaeger bomb.
Yep.
Ooh,
I
this-
appreciate the Jaeger bomb and no delay in his delivery whatsoever.
It looks
Looks
like
wide though.
it
No,
looks
it's coming in.
wide.
It's coming in. He's
It's
got it.
just going to be a nice
gonna
peel.
split 'em.
He's going to get the first
Perfect.
one,
Yep.
roll out.
Nice shot, Dave. I mean Jaeger, not Dave.
All right, Ryan's got to put another one up. So
Classic last in kind of
We should be- yep.
pattern.
center guard, peel, center guard, peel.
If only the previous ends had been this fast.
We might be going to 9.
You obviously do not play on Monday nights. No. Meanwhile, we are in the 8th end over on sheet A. 5-3, Team Fannin.
And
They
too
have
are- they
Hammer
too are
up
peeling
2.
guards.
They have Hammer up 2. They looked to be in reasonably good shape to be able to finish this off, barring any, quite honestly, an epic collapse on the last 4 rocks.
This one
Meanwhile,
might-
Ryan looks
Maybe
this
a little
might be
deep.
a
He
little
might
heavy.
tap it.
A tap here.
He may
possibly.
split 'em.
Yeah.
No, he might split him, which is
Split
not
'em.
great.
Yeah, because now this
Yeah,
now
this could
they
be the double, right?
They could double
Yep.
this out. Definite possibility to double this out.
This would be a great spot for a Jaeger bomb.
But no, this is going to be a Bursey special down
Okay.
the middle.
So I'm good with
Rachel's
Yeah.
got it.
A
She's been
Bursey-
around the Jaegers enough.
Bursey bomb.
Bursey bomb.
Here she comes. Bursey bomb. Now, the risk is she goes in there. She leaves her own as a guard. So you got to be careful when you go for this.
that. It still is nicer to have your own there than any-
Absolutely, no question. When it comes down to it, you'd rather have your color to be able to play off of. So here comes Rachel.
Bursey special.
Absolutely. Looking pretty good.
Ooh, I like it.
They got to get on this, but it looks like she might get them both.
Great weight. I think it looks
Yeah,
really good.
she
Oh,
right
could
there.
Bang,
field-
bang.
Oh, I was afraid she was
And
gonna.
look at that.
I was
Splits
afraid
it.
there was going to be a field goal there, but all right.
Not quite, but is it going out the back?
It did,
It got out the
unfortunately,
back.
but
And left one there.
But
Then
not
now
on the
it's a
center
little
line,
off
so
center.
that's good.
off center.
I would put one back up on the center line.
That's what he's thinking.
Put it up on. So is he calling? What did Mark call that?
Yep. He wants a
Okay.
tight guard.
Okay.
Yep, very tight guard on the center
Yeah,
line, right up against that one.
He's trying to eliminate the ability for them to be able to double out the guards by doing that.
He thinks it's too early. I like that his lead is trying to say he wants one in the house, and he's waving him off from the other end of the ice.
No.
By the way, his
About-
alternate lead
No, not
is
even
trying
an
to make the call.
All right.
Ben, you should be thankful that,
Yeah.
Tim is trying to wave off Mark's call here, and it didn't work.
I think the only word you could say for that is that's ballsy. That you're the sub on the team, and you're going to question the call of
and the
guy that
lead
has
who's
made,
probably never played skip. But
and you're going to question the call of the guy that has made it to 2 Dykes finals. I can tell you that I'm not afraid to share my opinion, as you guys know. But when I'm playing with Mark, I say okay. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Yeah, I think Mark is is definitely our top 5 and under skip. And he's absolutely right that we should be putting another one out there.
Yeah, that seems a little narrow, though. It looks like it's going to come in right on top of the other one, maybe even to the right side of it.
The only problem with where we are now is we are leaving the center a little accessible, and where he would have to bury.
Is that going to tap? No.
No.
I like it.
But I'm thinking right now,
it's time to come
Now's the time to bury one under that, right?
Jaeger's going to try to beat her to the spot.
Always nice to get there
beat
first.
Mark over there. So that one. Ben, where are you, man? I tell you, I know Ben.
Yeah, Ben I guess he must have stayed local. He didn't go back to Altoona.
No, I
did
mean
he?
he's still here.
Okay.
He's playing tomorrow.
He's still here. He's gonna come. He's gonna be like Roy Hobbs, coming off the bench in the natural, knocking it into the lights, at
Pointing
the
up.
end, out of the hospital bed for these guys. But these guys got to get them into the A final. But I tell you, the Jaegers and Burgies have another
There we
idea.
go.
I think she's narrow.
Yep, they're
I
going
think
hard.
she is
Yeah.
narrow. So the question
That
now
is
is,
absolutely narrow.
depending on the weight,
She
might
knows.
push.
She tap red in?
She might tap a red in. I don't know if
Actually,
they're
it's
quite.
pretty light. I don't think she's even going to get that far.
Oh,
Let's see. She's going
Oh,
to tap that red
no.
in, and she's going to
She
sit
does.
out there as a guard. So now, I mean, ideally Mark would love to have the guard on the center line, which he doesn't. But he now has a better guard than what he had before to be able to tuck behind.
He's
The
tucking in
danger-
behind
Question
that
is,
triangle there. Yep.
Yes,
Can't
but
guard both the tap and the draw, so he's got to pick one. Center line's not bad.
so here's the question, Jeff: is do you guard? You've got one in.
Come in and
I
sit
mean,
two.
that's
He's thinking
but
of
that's,
coming in.
But I mean, that's a lot of. I mean, Julie just has to hit 8 foot, dude. Not even just touching 8 foot, and she's going to be getting her one that she needs. You
If
go.
bury behind that guard.
You go to
and,
bury behind that. You're also going at that blue. If you're at all narrow, you're promoting the blue. You guard it. She can just come right down the middle and beat you to it.
Sure.
This is that spot where you've been patient. You've been putting those guards up.
Yeah, it's one of those risks, though.
Are you patient for one more shot?
Or do you get a practice shot at it, and if it don't make it, you know what you need to do for the final one?
I mean, I don't mind going for it here, and even if you leave it a little high, get underneath that.
Because you got plenty of room to bring the next one over,
Even
right?
just half buried is pretty good.
You could get top 8 underneath what she would promote. So you take away that promote off her blue.
And then she's got.
I don't even mind if you leave it peeking out just a little bit because you have the other one there.
Yep.
That if they try to go for the hit, they could roll out. And this is where having that second that rock already in there means that if they throw a hit, they got to be precise. They can't roll out.
Exactly.
So we just heard Mark T back 4 buried is what they're looking for.
Boy.
It's good to see by you.
I'm
Turn
not
the
sure if
ice
I
up to
totally
let him
agree
hear
with
that.
All right, we're gonna sit back. This is gonna, you know how like they sometimes they just like sit back and let the
Put the quarterback mic on, let him call it for you.
We're just gonna sit back. We're gonna turn up the ice mic and just see what these guys had to say. You're also gonna hear Mary's on the other sheet with
Great
the
shot. Great shot from Mary.
Mary just made the
Wonderful
shot that clinched the
shot.
game over there on the other sheet. So all that's left out here, and by the way, they just finished the 8th end on that sheet while they're still on 7 here. All right, here we go. Let's see what Mark and his team does.
You can hear the rumble. Yeah.
Top 4.
They're calling top 4.
Back 4.
Back 4.
They're not touching it.
Yep.
It's looking good.
Now
I'm
they're
liking
on it.
this.
Now they're
I
on
am
it.
liking this shot.
Finish it.
Come on.
Looks like top 12 as it turns out, but that's not bad.
Ooh, that came up shorter than we thought it was going to be. Although he's in scoring position here with 2. He sits 2, maybe 3, right, with that outside biter, but it comes down to these last couple.
Well, the good thing about it is that even if she hits it, they're looking like there may be something picked there.
Yeah. Oh, maybe so. Yeah, they're ball picking. Yeah, maybe that's what happened at the end where it came to a stop so suddenly because they were calling back 4.
It also comes down to, are they adjusting to it being a little bit slower out there with now they are the only show in town.
Yep.
Right. Last game on the sheet.
Absolutely.
So she's going to take this red one out, right? She's going to take this high.
She's going to look to take this out.
Which won't make her shot at all, but.
The thing is, even if she hits this red on nose, Mark is still going to be out counting her. But now she's actually put hers up as an obstacle. Because the danger is, Mark could hit and hit and roll and just tap himself right back with just a slight angle and be sitting great for a steal. So this is something she's got to have. This is what 5 and under mantra, man. Like primary objective. Don't care about rolls or anything else.
Hit the damn rock.
You just got to hit this rock. Here we go.
Plenty of weight.
Plenty of weight. It's a little outside.
I think it'll be fine.
It's
even if you
be
peel
wide.
it, that's totally good.
Here it comes back.
Yeah, she's got it. Almost nose.
Oh, and she might get a little.
It's a good solid shot.
Nose going to roll under?
Just going to roll out.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Mark is still one.
That's
and she's real. And with that roll, that's actually, I like that. She is in a spot where he doesn't have much of a path at all.
Does he try and draw?
She's always going to have the tap if he can't, if he doesn't get in there.
Has he got enough room to draw through those two to try and get under cover? I mean, that's got to be the play, right?
But it puts him off to the right, where she then has a straight tap to the button to win it. Although not an easy shot.
Not an easy shot. The margin.
I tell you what, I might just hit this and say, you know what?
Try to sit nose,
you
right?
got to draw this into a pocket stick. If he hits this,
I like that a lot.
She doesn't have that many holes to be able to draw into, because I think all the draws, they're tricky.
Yep.
And that's where he's going. He's going to look to hit this and maybe get a slight roll. I don't even mind hitting it right on the nose and almost like blocking a draw path.
No, I totally agree. I think if you're going to hit it at all, it'd be great to stick.
Well, we knew this was going to be a back and forth matchup. Both these teams have had excellent Bonspiel so far. And here we are coming down to the final rocks.
It's been a terrific game.
Quite honestly, the difference in this game was that fifth end where Team Jaeger was able to get 3. As well as, quite honestly, I'd love to have seen an 8th end. But
it's not how they roll.
All the other teams are hanging in the warm room right now. We've been well past time. Here we go. Call is control.
It looks wide. It's going to have to come back.
It will. I think it will.
It's going to be.
He's got a sliver of it. He won't miss.
This is going to be a peel.
Yep.
In which case, it's an open draw for the win.
Open draw for the
All
W.
Right. So ideally, Mark would have liked to have put that and left it
sat
there
at
as an
their
obstacle.
nose. Yep.
So I don't know, Jeff. I mean, open draw for the win. Pretty easy shot.
It's a lot of goddamn pressure.
If anyone wants
only
to watch,
anyone would know that. Watch our earlier game.
If you want to watch how not to execute it, at about 2 hours into the previous game at the 4:30 game on the sheet D, you can watch my excellent hack weight draw to win the game.
She's worried that the jacket comes off for the final shot too. It's one of those.
I love it.
Oh my!
All right.
So anything in the 8-foot for the W, right?
Yep.
I got to stand up for this.
Yeah, all you got to do is just be touching that 8-foot. It doesn't matter front or back. Knowing that, 20/20 hindsight, let your sweeper sweep, because it doesn't matter if it goes deep, but if it's heavy, there's nothing sweepers can do.
I'd even take I wouldn't even mind taking more ice than they're actually taking, just to be sure.
But they can go off of their own.
No, that's true. There it is. The one they'd wreck
What's
on
the
is the
call?
blue one. Looks heavy.
Man, that seems heavy.
He said a touch light though.
No, that's heavy.
There's no way. That's.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. There's chanting in the room.
Just making it happen.
There
it comes.
That seems like it might be heavy.
Have
Ryan at the tee line, ready to sweep this thing
is
out.
Heavy.
Oh,
the heartbreak.
and Mark.
Oh, the agony. Julie,
She
I
saw your
feel
shot,
it.
dude.
I
my.
know, Julie, I feel your pain.
Yes, we all do.
Having done that exact same shot, it looks like the easiest ones in curling. But I tell you what an
What
entertaining
a
game
wonderful game.
between the
Terrific game.
Jaeger-Bursey combo, who will now be in the D semifinals tomorrow morning, and Mark Ryan. Hopefully Ben will be back. Ben, we hope you were feeling better.
Yeah, and Bobby
They
Bourbon
bought you a
going to
chance.
our A finals.
They bought you a chance to be able to sleep until 12, along with
Wonderful
Bobby B.
game.
Tim is going to be skiing tomorrow, so he will not be available as a sub. So, but what an
right.
excellent job. I tell you what, Tom,
Gentlemen,
Jeff, cheers.
Jeff,
I would
pleasure.
toast you with a bourbon.
I'm the only one with
If-
one, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
cheers to having
with
fun
my
with you
empty
guys
cup,
today, all the way
since
around.
Tom didn't get us a bourbon. Thank you, gentlemen, for all of that.
Thanks for letting me
And,
sit in, guys. It was fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Really
Jeff, best
great
of luck
fun.
tomorrow in the B final.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be home. I'm not going to drive down here. Don't take offense at that.
I do not.
And everybody,
get it.
thanks for watching. We got draws at 9 a.m. Will be the C and D semifinals. You can pick your favorite team there. And most likely you'll get the A crew, Dave Schmel, Many Beers, will most likely be up here calling the final, the A final at 12,
Yep.
which will be between, what was it, Broomstones and Bucks County.
Broomstone and Bucks.
That'll be playing on sheet B, I believe. So everyone have a great night.
Take care.